Happy Manifesting Monday to you, my sweet thing, my dear one, my darling. How are you today? So happy to be connecting with you. So today I'm going to tell you a little story. It comes from my book, Manifesting Love from the Inside Out. So a young man was heading to town he'd never been to before. On the outskirts of this town, the young man noticed an elderly man and said, "Excuse me, sir, are you familiar with this town?" "Yes," replied the old man. The young man then asked, "What are the people like?" The old man responded, "Just like you would think." The young man thought about it and said, I think they're probably competitive, angry, unhappy people who don't really want anyone new coming to their town." The wise old man responded, "You are right." And so it was. Later that day, another traveler was heading into the same town and encountered the same elderly gentleman. This traveler also asked, "Sir, are you familiar with this town?" The old man said, "Yes." The traveler said, "What are the people like?" The old man again said, "Just like you would think." The traveler thought about it and said, I think they're probably kind, decent people who'd be happy to see a new face." The old man responded, "You are right." And so it was. So the moral of the story is we find what we're looking for. The Course in Miracles says the ego is like a scavenger dog. It will always find what it's looking for. And I can look back on my life and see how this was absolutely true. When I thought that I was unlovable and unworthy, I attracted a lot of people who reflected that back to me. As I did my inner healing work and came into alignment with my heart, my soul, with Source, claimed that I was indeed valuable and worthy, and my love mattered, I started to attract a very different type of person and very different types of experiences. I think it's Henry Ford that said, "Whether you think you can or you can't, you are right." When we are optimistic, when we know we are valuable, when we know we are worthy, we perceive and attract better kinds of people and situations. If we expect others to not love us because maybe we don't love ourselves, maybe we have some guilt or shame or judgment that we haven't cleared inside of ourselves, we're going to attract other people that reflect that. So we need to really take great responsibility for not just the musings of our mind, but the deeper work, the emotional work, to be able to go back to those memories where maybe we started to buy into the belief that we weren't important, that we didn't matter, that we didn't have value. Maybe have conversations with that younger one that started to take on those beliefs. A friend of mine said something really interesting to me the other day. She goes, "Tammy, do you believe in evil?" I said, "Well, yeah, sure. There's a lot of people navigating from disconnection. What I perceive evil to be is people that are just trying to look out for themselves, personal gain, without any thought to the bigger picture, to other people's experiences. It's all about personal acquisition and gain. In other words, coming from ego, coming from separation, coming from fear." And sure, that exists, absolutely. But in the end, I think there's only one place to go, and that's home, and that is love. And that is connection to the divine. What I believe to be true on planet Earth is there's a lot of different kinds of playgrounds. And what kind of playground do you want to play on? I used to attract a lot of quote unquote evil in my life. In other words, people who were very, very disconnected from love because I was disconnected. Not because I was malicious, not because I was bad, but because I was just missing the mark. Sin is an archery term. It means to miss the mark, to come from fear rather than love. As I've cleared my fears and started coming more from love, I don't attract so much evil or people that are disconnected in my life. I can perceive it, I just don't play on that playground for very long. So we don't have to worry so much about the evil in the world, although I do believe there are some people who want to bring light into those very dark places. I prefer to be the change I want to see and just be the light. I don't want to fight with the darkness. I want to be the light, but we each have to figure out our own personal way of being contribution on this planet. We have to figure out which playground we want to play on. So I'm very interested in knowing, how are you feeling? What playground are you playing on? Are you looking for things to be optimistic and joy-filled and excited about, or are you still feeling like the other shoe's going to drop? I'm never going to reach that carrot on the end of the stick. So how are you feeling? And if you feel like that you can't have the life that you want, that there's always a dangling carrot, the other shoe's going to drop, this takes some inner work. This takes bringing love and compassion to the places inside that hurt. Perhaps bringing your current love and compassion to the younger memories, the younger aspects of yourself that experience disillusionment, disappointment, rejection, You know, I think we've all had those experiences, and they kind of start to build on themselves like a snowball rolling downhill. If we want to stop that snowball, if we want to shift the momentum, it really takes going inward, taking personal responsibility for your inner reality. That's why I write my books, to support people in doing the inner work. And there's also a lot of different types of teachers, healers, uplifters, supporters of inner work and spiritual work. So, and I do believe, and I do know, when the student's ready, the teacher appears, be it in the form of a book, be it in the form of a counselor, be it in the form of a minister or church or class. So again, I want to bring this back to, what is it you are anticipating? Are you optimistic, or are you feeling pessimistic? Or do you want to be optimistic, but you're feeling maybe that can't happen, you don't deserve it, too many bad things have happened, life is unfair, humans are evil? Again, the best way that we can really fix our outer reality and go the direction we want to go in our inner reality is by first turning inward, taking responsibility for your inner realm, for the internal relationship you have with your own heart, soul, your inner child, with Source. So I hope this makes a little bit of sense. If you need a little bit more help, that's why I write the books that I write, Manifesting Love from the Inside Out, Manifesting Prosperity from the Inside Out. It's about clearing and healing any limiting beliefs, any dueling intentions in the inner realms, so that your life can show up as a reflection of more grace, ease, joy, prosperity, and great love. And if you haven't already, I invite you to get my free ebook and guided meditation on my website, TammyBPhD.com, Tammi, B as in boy, PhD.com. And there's some good information there, some interactive exercises, a guided meditation to support you in clearing and healing some things in your subconscious mind that maybe you don't need anymore. You know, as we do our healing work, it's about removing the cinder blocks and then the bricks and then the stones and then the gravel and then the sand from this backpack that we're carrying. And as we clear it, as we heal it, we travel more lightly. We travel with more light, with more grace, with more ease. We travel in a higher vibration. And again, water finds its own level. Your vibe attracts your tribe. So as you take personal responsibility for healing your stuff and ascending in your consciousness, you're going to attract better people, better situations, better opportunities, and be able to experience more heaven on earth days. I want that for you. I'm living it for myself, and I want that for you. So if there's anything I can do to support you, please know that that would be my honor. That's why I do this. You know, to be able to share with you what I know has worked in my life, and to give you some tools to experiment with for yourself. So let me know your thoughts. How are you feeling? And are you optimistic? Do you know you have great value? If so, you're going to attract some wonderful things. I hope this year is blessing you abundantly, and that the best is still yet to come. That's what I like to say when I say a prayer or do a toast sometimes. Thank you, God, for the best things have ever been, and the best still being yet to come. And I think it's infinite how good things can get. It's just a matter of, can we hold for it? I can. I'm doing my best to be able to continue to expand in this. And I hope you are as well. So God bless you. Take good, gentle, loving, kind, compassionate care of you. Bring love and compassion to the places inside that hurt. And yeah, let's keep going higher in our consciousness together. So take good care. And I look forward to being in conversation with you. God bless you. You're my heart, my meditations, and my prayers.